So we kind of wanted to make this series, one, to inspire you, but also to keep us inspired. I think that was like one of the big things. You go day in and day out with work, and we all do different things, but we all do media basically for a living, and sometimes that can get boring and tiring and not inspiring. And so we come out here and do these things to inspire ourselves.
Yeah, it's probably a little random because it's, we're going to be releasing a series of videos that are sort of standalone pieces, and they're enough context just to be inspirational, but when they're put together and it's all done, it'll be probably a lot more interesting. It'll make a lot more sense, I think, for people.
We're also trying to entertain. I mean, the world is basically on YouTube and Netflix and Hulu right now. Yeah. And so we're also trying to give you something to watch that's not what you normally watch. And so that's kind of why we're at.
And honestly, a lot of people can't get out for one reason or another, virus, pandemics or not. And we just want to, instead of sitting on a project for a year or two, we were like, let's just get it out there and let people enjoy it right away. Yeah. And so if it happens to bring people some pleasure in the process and distract them from real life right now, then awesome. That's a benefit.
We're lucky enough to have all these beautiful places around close to where we live that we can go to different places every week or film something new and different and creative. And so that's been really fun.
And we honestly have great technology that we get to take with us. I mean, it's inspiring to film on really good gear. And Jesse talked about, you use your phone, like phones are great quality too, but it definitely, it's fun and it's good for us to get into a rhythm of like doing this. And we haven't been good at being in a rhythm with this channel at all. So,
well, I can get deep for a second and tell you, like, it's really easy as a creator. I guess in our work, we can show up and just capture, right? But we're all about like positioning ourselves to lean in and be a part of the process, and really like looking to be a part of the conversation. And so normally that's producing, that's actual dialogue, that's like, actual content strategy. But it's not often that we actually get to, I guess, tell the story without words. And so I think what we're doing now is we're just pulling back from that and just communicating a story in a different way and creating a conversation in a different way, which is personally satisfying, and it's a little bit more challenging. I think that's probably half of the inspiration and the joy of it. But even as creators, I think no matter what kind of content we produce, we're leaders, right? Like there's a responsibility that we create, and we create to the best of our ability. Mm-hmm. And so that is leading the conversation, and it doesn't just have to be in a spoken form or a written form. It can be in a visual and auditory form. So with that in mind, it's like leading the conversation, taking on a different role of consciously making a leadership decision. What am I going to do? What's the work I'm going to produce? What am I going to put out into the world? Mm-hmm. For me, it's what is the impact I'm going to have?
Yeah. And at the same time, it's like, for us, we're trying to get back to, as we mentioned, one of the videos, our roots, and it's like, but also kind of the things that individually what inspires us, but then also like individually what like brings us peace and rest and
Yeah, it'll be fun because we're doing a series. We'll get to see a few different examples or scenarios where that's happening, and like I actually like how you focused on being rooted, which is like being connected with. We were joking around how to say it. Like it looks different for everybody, but like getting grounded or getting rooted is getting connected with what's important to us. And it's funny because like in a time where we're focusing on health, isolation is actually not healthy, and it's a very temporary thing, but long term it's detrimental. And it's not just about your immune system, it's about your psychological health, your emotional health, and you could be the healthiest person on the planet, but if you're not feeling connected, you will die.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people struggle with, you know, being cooped up, and that brings anxiety and that kind of thing, that cabin fever thing, which, you know, I'll get that eventually if I'm stuck inside too long. So, you know, that's why we're out here. It's getting dark, but I think, like, you know, we would kind of consider this like our core team, but it's gonna be cool to like pull in all these different people from all different backgrounds that do all different things, and let them
Their story.
get their
adventure.
story and that kind of thing in it.
So in the spirit of adventure, self-discovery, you might find us on a golf course.
Exactly, you never know. But
Or in the gym.
every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're gonna have a new one out there for you.
Way to commit.
Yeah.